All right, my name is Gary Downs, and my farm name is Rugged Cross Farm. I was actually raised in Dayton, Kentucky. My dad bought a farm for us on the weekends, and my oldest daughter got into junior rodeo and was riding horses. And somehow we got sidetracked into goats, so we started pasturing goats with our horses. And when she got out of the horses, we wanted to show goats. And so now we breed primarily replacement breeding stock for other farms. So these are some of our show does that we'll go out and show and market our farm with and sell them to other farms for their herds. Originally, when my wife and I first started marketing our farm in Harrison County, we called ourselves Downs Hilltop Stables because we were training horses and breeding horses. And when we got into the goats, we felt that our name wasn't really serving the people that were looking for us. With the Hilltop Stables, or the stables part, everybody was just assuming we did horses. So we changed our name to Rugged Cross Farm. The Rugged Cross comes from the old Rugged Cross, one of my wife's favorite church songs. And I don't really know how we came across it. It was just one of those, we were kind of looking for a neat name and something that was important to us. And God is the most important thing to us. It starts with that and then the goats. So that's the name of the farm, and it just shows that we have more livestock than just horses. Some of the conservation practices we use are alternative methods for controlling parasites, controlling fleas or mites, and rotating pastures to conserve the vegetation and prevent overgrazing so we can minimize the amount of medication they'll need. When we clean stalls, we use a lot of diatomaceous earth and lime and other things to avoid pesticides. We do have bees on the farm, and we want to make sure that the environment's friendly for the bees. The success of my operation is when other people come to me as a resource. We were at the state fair this past week, and several new families came up to us to ask questions about the genetics of our farm, or how to clip animals, how to use certain products on the animals to make them look good. And it's just great to be a resource for the community and for the 4-H program, the FFA program. My kids are very involved, and it's really good to get called to do interviews like this to share our success. I definitely believe that stewardship of the animals and the environment is very important. Like I said, we have bees on the farm, and so everything has to work all together. We have a greenhouse that we try and start our plants in. We try and do some composting with the manure and the bedding from the goats, and everything has a big life cycle here on the farm. So it makes things a lot easier actually to practice good stewardship. So in 5 years, I'd like to see my farm as being one of the more successful farms, I guess, in Kentucky. It's being known as a resource for people, being successful at our shows and providing breeding stock and having better quality animals throughout the state of Kentucky. So the Conservation District can provide us resources about other management practices for reducing pesticides, improving the quality of the environment for grazing animals, improving the environment to reduce the, negative insects or parasites in the environment, things that we can just have more knowledge of to be better herdsmen. The Conservation District does have some links to other websites and stuff that I've followed, Kentucky State University or University of Kentucky, some of their research programs, just a resource of information.